This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. Alright, we're messing around with the spell creation. Now that I have a lot of different sigils, there are so many different spells I can make. It's crazy. And I can, beef them up in different ways. It's just... And look how many sigil types I haven't even found yet. Chain sigil, recovery sigil, armor penetration sigil, interrupt sigil, and then there's different ones under the enhancement, that'll do who knows what. So Aura of Decay sounds pretty friggin' cool. Crippling Coil, Touch of Atrophy, and now Vigor. Polish Arms! Ah, I can make your weapon Polish! It immediately starts creating excellent role-playing games about Geralt of Rivia. Polish Arms. Gives armor penetration to the ally's weapon. Okay. I can make it an AoE. Oh, I could do some nice pre-buffing. Can you imagine if I took all... Well, I only have one person in the party who really uses... Wait a minute, does it work on magical stabs too? I guess it'll work on magical stabs as well, so... Okay. If I took all these weapon buffing spells and I made them all AoEs... So I can make them all AoEs, right? And cast all these on the party in the beginning of the... before we got into a fight. People would be whooping that ass. Guidance. Bonus to graze and hit precision. Ooh. Man, it's hard to even decide what buffs to take because there's so many great buffs. Search of Glory is cool, but I don't really like cones very much. It's a huge damage buff, though. And that's before you... Surge of Glory. Then there's Titan's Touch, which seems kind of weak now. So, say I don't want Mischievous Mass, and I want 3 buff spells. Let's go back to Illusion for a second. Mirror Image is nice. I want Mirror Image. So, Mirror Image, 100 dodge and parry till damaged. Bonus is reduced whenever they're struck. That's fine. That's great. It's an amazing spell. So, how do I want to boost this? 100-point Stasis Shield. What does that even mean? Hold on. Point Stasis Shield.
On it.
The Lancer's in a Stasis Shield. Does that mean
As
he
you
can't?
command.
So I can use that as crowd control. That suddenly seems really good. If I could put that on whatever the hell spell I want. Any illusion spells. And put them in a 12-second unable to act. Oh man, that's hot. Hold on, let's look at my other illusion spells. What are they? Spectral Blur, allied target, False Pit. Like if I put that on False Pit, and then I put that on there, Safety shield, duh. It's like you never use magic IRL. I know, right, Anonymous? I'm so dumb. I dropped out of school before I took the magic using class. 15 seconds, that's amazing. That's amazing crowd control, though. 2-meter radius. Range. Especially if I made it... put a radius on it? I mean, how big is this radius? This is starting to seem like an amazing spell. That's a big fucking radius, dude. I could get, you know, a lot of times I could get 2 or 3 or even 4 enemies in that. And they're doing nothing. And they're doing nothing for 15 seconds. That's some fucking good crowd control. It's like Quen, but for others. That is some strong crowd control. I mean, yeah, we can't attack them for that time, but that's fine. It just prevents them from doing anything bad to us. What I'm thinking of doing is giving her all buffs and stuff, giving Lantry the crowd control type abilities, and having her just be damage, damage, damage. But she could be a mix of damage and crowd control, and so could he. That false pit sounds badass with this, with the... Alright, what else is in illusion? Because I can only do that with illusion spells. False pit, mirror image, unravel minds. Oh my god, I could put everybody in a cone into stasis. Or this one, that long ass line. Okay, hold on. Let's say I took this and I put that on there. Well, that's all I could put on there because that's all the lore I have. But theoretically, if I had more lore... you know, I could make a pretty beastly spell there. I mean, if I cast this, and I had people lined up appropriately, you know, I can get multiple targets with it, and they're all going to be sitting in a stasis shield for 12 seconds. I love this spell creation system. It's so complex and gives you so many options. It's not Quen. If you cast it on somebody else, that's not what Quen does. Or there's Unravel Minds. I put that on there. Imagine if I just went to Stasis Town and had all of these spells. What do? I stasify people. You could keep somebody locked down for a long time if you just had all 3 of these spells with Stasis Field on them. You could keep them locked down for a long time. Because, I mean, that's 15, 15, and 12. 42 seconds you could keep somebody locked down. You could keep multiple people. Because you cast False Pit on one person. It only has a 26-second cooldown. And so does Unravel Minds. And I could...
Sorry, I can't.
You know, cone a whole bunch of people and put them in stasis. Blast a bunch of people with a line and put them in stasis. Just straight up stasify people. I know stasify is not a word. I don't care. Kind of tempting. Just go fucking full-on stasis build. Because, I mean, if you could take... This seems like the kind of thing you would want to do in the harder difficulties. This seems like it would be a great way to cheese... Imagine if you had everybody in your party with multiple stasis field spells. Every single fight, you could fucking crowd control every enemy except for one. Then everybody attacks that one enemy, and you'd have enough spells to keep everybody else in stasis constantly. If you had, like, everybody in your party with the stasis spells, it could be ridiculous. God, that's a good sigil. I don't know if I need to have 3 spells with stasis, though. I mean, that's a lot of spells with stasis. I'm gonna stick with her with buffing. Buffing and healing. You're saying they would save against it a whole lot, and it wouldn't be that good? I guess that could be the case. Yeah. Armor penetration. Alright, here's one I know I want. I should put Mantle of Flames on her. No, wait, I know which one I know which one I was gonna make earlier. Hold on. Not that. Not that. Not that. This one. Mirror Image. You could also put it on a damage spell. Well, you can only put it on Tyrannis or illusion spells. Right now, I don't have the sigil of Tyrannis, so I can't make Tyrannis spells. That's the Gravelight, I think. She's got a Tyrannis spell right here, but I can't modify it because... But you could put it on Gravelight spells, so yeah, you could probably put it on damage spells as well, if there were damaging Tyrannis spells. None of the illusion spells... That's not true, actually. False Pit does some damage, not much. But it does do damage, and you can put stasis on this. Doesn't do much damage, though. No, but I want Mirror Image. And I want... How do I want to buff this up? Welcome back, Saito. Dude, we figured out some cheese, man. I can put these stasis fields on some of these spells and put a whole bunch of people in stasis fields, and it seems like it's going to be really cool if I decide to do it. Alright. We want the duration. We want the intensity. Oh my god, making it an AoE though. I need the lore for that. Oh, I don't have quite enough. God, this will be a good spell once I get 4 more lore. Pre-buff before fighting. Give everybody in the party 100 dodge and parry for almost a whole minute. Curious about something. if I look at this spell... "56.3 seconds. I won't be casting Quen. There's no Quen. Casting a spell on somebody else to put them in a stasis field is nothing like Quen. It's nothing like Quen. So mirror image, I want to mirror image everybody, but I don't have enough. Oh, now I have enough. It has a certain amount of health that you'd have to attack through it. Oh god, that is just like Quen. No, but it prevents the person inside from acting, which Quen doesn't do. You cast it on somebody else, which Quen doesn't do. It's way too different than Quen. That's like saying that milk is vodka, just because they both happen to be liquid. Not Quen by proxy. It's not. Haste and mirror image. So like if I wanted to, I could gather my party.
Will do.
And just bust this shit out.
I got it. On it.
That easy, and we're super badasses now. With haste and mirror image on everybody. Oh my god, I love this spell creation system so much. You can turn single target spells into AoE spells, it's so cool. Alright, what do I want for my other two spells? Probably... lightning weapon? Enemies that strike the ally are zapped. No, I don't like that. Probably not glowing barrier, not flash fire. Mantle of Flames. Mantle of Flames, I want this. Okay, so I can make it last longer. I can make it a bigger area. Alright, we'll just make it last longer. Okay, then I need one more. Maybe the weapon one. No, that one's kind of lame. That one's kind of lame. I've already got that. That one's kind of lame. I've already got all the healing ones. I'm not going to have her cast crowd control spells, even though it sounds pretty cool. So I could either... Yeah, I'll give her the weapon one. Ignite Brand. 20% extra fire damage. Let's see, what can we put on this? Can make it last longer. Can make it stronger. Can make that an AoE also. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Make that one also an AoE. I can't make Mantle of Flames in AoE, can I? No, I can't. You can give everybody Ignite Brand, though. Alright, so we're gonna make that an AoE, and we're gonna make it last longer. And that's it. And then for our last one, we'll take the Aura one that I can cast on. Alright, there's my spells. First spells are good to go. Our Spectral Blur has duration. It doesn't have quite enough lore to make it more intense. Stasis! I'm not becoming Quen curious. I like White Russians. White Russian's a good drink. I never played a Discipline Priest in WoW. You're killing me. You guys, you're killing me with this Quen shit. You're killing me. Killing me. Alright, so maybe for him, instead of... Hold on, what magics is she good at? What magics is he good at? That's a good question. He's good at, well, basically everything, but he's especially good... Well, obviously life. He's best at frost. He's decent at fire and lightning. Oh, I should give him Frostfire spells, since he's actually got the lore to handle it. The Frostfire spells are what's... Okay, let's make his Fireball a Frostfire. And what else can I do to his Fireball? Can I make it bigger? He doesn't quite have enough lore for that. Make it more damage? I can. So let's give him the Frost Fireball. And get rid of Electric Jolt. We're done with that. So cold spells. Rime Spike is good. Permafrost is not good. Icicle Storm seems intriguing. Jagged Line of Frozen Spikes. You need a lot of lore for that. Alright, let's make a Frostfire Rime Spike, which with an increased... Oh, he doesn't have enough lore to do that. More burning and frozen time, or more damage. I think we want more burning and frozen time. Okay, give him that. And then let's give him... Our other options are either the Icicle Storm and Frostfire that. Which sounds pretty cool. What's the... Let's just check this out. So that's a decent sized cone. I like the idea of that you're shooting icicles at people that light them on fire. So, I can do Icicle Storm as his last spell, which has a nice short cooldown. Or a cooldown. Get it? Get it? Or I could do Flash Fire. And Frostfire it. Or Twisting Flame. He doesn't have enough lore for that. So Flash Fire with Frostfire and range. Do 15 to 23. To 23, 4.8, 120. 15 to 23, 4.8, 120. 6 to 12, 7.5. 7 projectiles versus dodge. I think Icicle Storm's better than the Flash Fire. Yeah, I think we're good with what he's got. Now, what are her magical skills? What's she good at? She's good at lightning and grave light. Of course, we don't have any grave light besides the one that she comes with. And I can't modify that now because I don't have the Sigil of Tyranny yet. Man, there's a lot of Quinn talk going on. So she's got room for 4 more spells. And she's good at lightning. So let's give her some lightning. Let's give her this ball lightning spell. Static charge. Fulmination. So if I gave her Fulmination, Electric Jolt, and Charged Fist, and Ball Lightning, that would take up all of her slots. But then I'm not using anyone as awesome crowd control stasis field person. I gotta try the stasis field thing, so I'm gonna give her some stasis field nonsense. Start training up her illusion, because illusion's just so good. So I'll give her... Oh, her lore is shitty, though. I forgot. Her lore is shitty. She's not going to be able to do the stasis thing. On anything except for False Pit, probably. Yeah, she can barely do... So she can stasis one person with no added duration or anything. Oh, she's kind of garbage with her lore right now. Why is her lore so low? She's a friggin' mage. Honestly, I can't win either way. If I admit, yeah, I use Quinn, Quinn is great, you'll just keep bringing that up over and over forever. Josiah brought up, said he liked Quinn. Josiah said he uses Quinn. If I continue to deny it, you'll just keep talking about it and saying that it's true anyway, so... No. There's no... Statute of limitations don't work with bovine law. Man, These motherfuckers are just straight up silly in my chat. They're just straight up silly. Wait, is Spectral Blur AoEable? God, Spectral Blur is a great spell. Ah, I can't turn that into an AoE. Okay, fine. Well, I could give her False Pit and put the stasis thing on it. How do you build lore skill? Well, every time you cast a spell, it raises lore skill a little bit. And every time you pick a lore option in dialogue, it uses it. And every time you read a scroll or learn a new sigil, it raises it. And you can train it at certain trainers. So there's lots of ways to raise lore skill. But she just started off with shitty lore skill compared to us. Because she just joined our party, and she hasn't been going to a trainer all these levels, unlike, you know. Gwen is my Kobayashi Maru. Fucking Gwen. How's it going, Dank Bro? Good to see ya. Alright. Stasis. I mean, only doing it on one person is kind of lame, especially since she can't even increase the duration. Maybe I should take one of his spells off. And have him do the stasis thing. And have her just cast a shitload of lightning spells. Alright, let's go back to Lantry. Oh, we don't have to click on anything to do that. Which one of his spells do I want to replace? Fire Frost Rhyme Spike is awesome. Fire Frost Fireball is pretty awesome too. Frozen and Burning. God, that's cool. So I'll get rid of the Icicle Storm. And I'll give him this False Pit. Alright, so let's increase the duration. That makes it a 15-second Stasis Shield. Give him this. And we'll test out the Stasifying. Or do I want to give him the line? I don't know that he'll be able to have enough lore though to do the line with the stasis. Yeah, he doesn't have a lore. The only person who could possibly do this would be my character. And I don't want to give up any of these cool spells. Okay, now her, finally. We're gonna give her a shitload of awesome lightning spells. So, let's start with the Charged Fist. We gotta give that a little more range. We're gonna make it stronger. We're gonna make it more accurate. Nope, she can't. She doesn't have. She has craptastic lore, so this is all she gets. And we'll give her the Electric Jolt. What can we do to that with her terrible lore? We can make it do more damage. Give it a bigger AoE. Could make the stun last longer. Not much longer though. Increase the AoE size. Actually, no. Let's just make it do more damage. Okay. Fulmination. Let's give her this. And make the cone longer. That's kind of lame. They take extra shock damage for 4 seconds. For 4 seconds? I mean, I know I can increase that to 5 if she had enough lore. Does she even have enough? She doesn't even have enough lore to cast Baseball Lightning without anything added to it. Why is her stuff so bad? Maybe I'll give her a False Pit as well then. Maybe I'll give her a False Pit as well. Or do I want to try one of these new Force spells? Tidal Burst sounds like it's right up her alley. Affected foes are dazed. No. Let's give her a False Pit with Stasis on it. She can just barely cast that. Okay, everybody's set with their spells. Finally. That took a long time. It took like an hour. That's okay, though. A lot of options. And I'm early in the game. There's fuck tons of sigils left for me to find. I mean, there's not only... How many cores do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've found 8 cores, and there are this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's okay. There's only 3 more cores to find. But you can tell there's a lot of other... I mean, there's several different types of accents I haven't found, plus however many enhancements ones there are, plus however many more expressions there are. So I still have a lot of spell stuff to find, and I can already make a shitload of different spells. More than... If I gave every member of my party a different spell, and they all had as many spells as that, I still wouldn't be able to pick every single spell for all the people. Saito really likes talking about how all the different spell icons look like Pyramid Head in different ways. Okay. Now, how do I set up my bar? The only unfortunate thing is that I don't have bar space for all these fucking spells. So I've got my combo abilities. I have a lot of combo abilities now. My reputation ability. My actual spells. And my talents. So these 3 things I definitely want... No, these 3 things. Get rid of Thrust. Get out of here, Thrust. These 3 things I want to stay on my bar. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, all my spells will fit right here for now. Or will they? No, they won't all fit. There's my heals.
Sorry, I can't.
There's my Mantle of Flames. These 3 are like pre-combat buffs.
Sorry, I can't.
I wish I had room on my bar for all this stuff. Nice to have, like... Be nice to have an alternate bar. To where, like, if I hold down Alt or Shift, it would give me a whole other bar of abilities with that modifier. Man, that would be good. There's no any kind of key binding of abilities beyond the 1 through 10. No, there's not. Temu, 1982, haven't seen you in a little bit. How you doing? Good to see you, Temu, or Temu. Good to see you.
I'd like to record history before it all runs out.
Just gonna leave her like that. Can't use skewer. Got her different stances, but the only one I ever have her use is the dodge one. Got her 3 combo abilities for 2 spells. Just 26% health. Mine is 37. That's a lot stronger. Eternal Flame makes them burn for almost 17 seconds. It's impressive. Okay, so her bar is fine as it is. He, on the other hand, has 2 combo abilities. Wheel of Ages and Quicken. He has too many damn abilities. He's got 4 talents, 5 spells, and 2 combo abilities. It's only 11. And there's 10 slots, so actually there's only one thing that he can't put on his bar. What's it gonna be? I think it's gonna be Wheel of Ages. What does a Wheel of Ages even do? Slowing aura around a party member. That's pretty cool. But, eh. Ghost Strike is pretty weak. I could probably... Spike, False Pit.
Apologies, but I can't do that. Sorry, can't do that. Apologies, but I can't do that.
Erase the record. Preservation Seal on an ally. Revive. Fatebinder and nearby party members. Really? I thought that just affected her.
Consider it done.
And Ebb has, again, way too many things. She has 4 talents. It's too many things. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's got to pick something to not be on her bar as well. Probably one of the 2 combo abilities. This is once per rest. Oh, that one's the really powerful one, though. This one... rounds the party. That sounds pretty good. But I guess more situational.
Nope, sorry. That's a negative.
So if she uses
That's a
Fulmination...
negative.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's got to pick something to not be on her bar as well. What Oh, I said hi to Temu, but I didn't even answer his question. I'm sorry, Temu. I love this game so far. I think it's vastly improved over Pillars of Eternity in every single respect. I know, Anonymous. Why is the hotbar so short on a PC exclusive game? That's a good question. Why do I not have a shift or alt or modifier key to give me a second hotbar? Because, yeah, I mean, I can pause the game and I can go into these little menus and cast my stuff from here. But that's sort of a pain in the ass compared to having things on hotkeys, you know? Alright, do I want... Man, she's got a lot of fucking abilities. She's got her 4 talents. I don't even know what all of her stupid abilities even do. Plus the things that I... The things that I don't have on the bar, I'm just gonna forget about most of the time and not ever use. Because I'll be like, ah, it's on my bar, and it's not on my bar, and therefore I don't even see it when I look. Wheel of Ages. Like Wheel of Ages. And Tyranny. I mean, those are per rest abilities, once per rest, so I'm hardly ever gonna want to use them anyway, but... At this point, all my characters can do so many fucking things that I'm not even going to get to use half of these abilities during combat anyway. Eventually I'll unlock the secret of going so slow that by the time I'm done playing, it's returned to its pre-alpha state. Well, the thing is, you know, the slower I play a game, eventually I'll get to the point where I can start playing a game, and by the time I'm done with it, the sequel is about to come out. The sequel's coming out right after I finish. Alright, guess what? I think we're done fucking around with spells. I put that off for a while because I knew it was going to take a long time, because I have so many fucking sigils now. And now we're done. Everybody's set up how they should be now. The first time I get into a combat now with Ebb, though, I'm just going to be like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to mouse over every one of these things and remind myself of what the fuck they do. I mean, the lightning spells are pretty basic, but the rest of these, all of her talents and stuff, I've literally never used any of these abilities because she just joined me, so... Okay. While Tunin is waiting for Seraphina, he's texting Triss while she's waiting for Geralt. Alright. So... We have our base. By the way, Sato, did you see I hired some people? So now my Spire has all these NPCs. They do different things. A couple of them are trainers. A couple of them are merchants, and the others are like give me certain special. Like I got this guy that gives me hints and rumors, and finds items for me so often. So, and Corpse Eye, and they had well, some of them had more than others, but they had conversations and stuff too with them, which was pretty cool. So, I finally set up my Spire with my hirelings, and I don't have to keep paying them. I only had to pay one time to get them. I set up my hirelings, I set up my spells. All that's left to do before I actually proceed and move on with, you know, the storyline is to have a talk with Lantry.
Right.
No, there's a downstairs with a bunch of awesome rooms too, yeah. I mean, there's nothing that awesome in there, but there was a bunch of loot in there. I do have a downstairs. I have the Ascension Hall room itself, and the Citadel, which has its own little like map of a place, and outside the Citadel. So yeah, no, but there's nothing down there for me to do. Now that I've run through there and looted everything, there's no NPCs there that are relevant to me or... So unless a quest or storyline like tells me to go back to this place, I'm never gonna go back there. We'll see on the other spires, once you get them, the other 4 spires, you get to build something. I don't get to build something on this one because it has the mysterious device. But all the other ones, you build something here. And there's different things you can build. Like a forge, a library, like a infirmary or whatever. And I showed it in the stream. It actually changes the whole top of the spire. It puts all kinds of stuff on it, you know. So this is the only one that you don't get to build anything on. Dude, this is way better than Cadnua. Cadnua was lame. You don't cry out milk, sorry. Yeah, I'm curious about that statue too. No, this place isn't vulnerable to cannons at all because it's nowhere near the sea. They don't even have cannons in this world. We're in the fucking Bronze Age. Hardly anybody in the world even has iron, let alone cannons. Come on, quick load this time. Quick load. Have I trained Ebb yet? Ah, one sin. Good call. I didn't think of that. Man, I want to find a trainer that can train me in lore. I don't want to train any bullshit skills on my casters except for lore. Lore is everything. Lore is all that matters. And I knew that, which is why I did everything in my power to make Seraphina have the maximum lore she could. That's not entirely true. I could have had slightly more resolve. I could have had more resolve and had just a few more points of lore. But beyond that, I've done everything to max out my lore. I maxed it out to 50 in the beginning of the game. Oh, that's not true. It wouldn't have mattered what her resolve was, because you could still only max it out to 50. So she still would have only had a 50 lore. So really, there is nothing else I could have done to have a higher lore than I have. You like building stuff? The building stuff in Fallout 4 is kind of boring. I mean, yeah, you can do lots of stuff, but it's sort of lifeless though. So here's our like cool throne room. I don't know what this symbol's all about. My banner's on the walls though. My banner that I designed in the middle of the game, in the beginning of the game. I chose the colors and I chose the symbol, and there were lots of different symbols to choose from. And now my banner's everywhere. But here's our throne room. Nice place. I don't like building stuff. I like building stuff if I'm playing a strategy game specifically about building stuff. Here's my castle. And I've got guards and stuff. They've even got a training room. They're training. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't look at equipment. I mean, she's just got her starter equipment, but what are we doing with this? Parrying. Who gives a shit about parrying, really? She doesn't use parry. Ooh, this regenerating, I should put that on her. Immune to poison. That seems appropriate for Ebb. 43 parry. 32. She needs it more. Got a lot of... See, Waking Death. Revive from defeated. Let's give him one of those. Let's give these to her. Ain't nobody gonna use those fucking whetstones, seriously. For these shitty little potions of protection. This she might use. That she might use. You want to see what happens when you do the wild card option? What is the wild card option? Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, the option to not have any allies. You can align with the rebels, you can align with the disfavored, you can align with the Scarlet Chorus, or you can align with no one. The align with no one would probably be my final playthrough, if I play through this 4 times, which I'm thinking I might do. Depending on how long it is. I mean, you know how long it's going to take me to play the game, but... Alright. She's got her collection of... probably too many weapons. So, the only thing left to do, okay, before we actually leave... Oh, what's up with my formation? I need to... This is my... Finding hidden stuff formation, number 1. And in this one, she's got the highest, so she needs to be in front. With them like that. And then there's my tank in the front formation. Like that. If I use this formation and line them up, they line up like this. If I use this formation, these two just switch essentially. I love the fact that this game's systems are such that it allows you to build a light armor tank. You can actually legitimately make a dodge tank in this game, an evasion tank. You're gonna refer to a lot of the factions by their Fallout New Vegas, except that a lot of these factions don't have much to do with those factions. I mean, you said the Scarlet Chorus were like the NCR, which is ridiculous. The Scarlet Chorus are like a fucking crazy rabble of Mad Max berserker bandits. That's nothing like what the NCR is like. See? There's my banners, my awesome red snake banners on the front of the castle. Okay. So now, what I need to do before I got the 2 white hairs in the back. Before I do anything else now, is have my talk with Lantry. We're going to save our talk with Ebb. We need to have the talk with Lantry. But that's going to be on our next episode. So, I'm not done playing. I'm going to keep on playing for a while now, but I need to end this episode for the YouTube viewers. So thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.